Let me ask you guys something. What is your predictions for Fantastic Four? Now that we've got Superman kind of out of the way, now that Jurassic World is here and it's making its presence felt, what chance has Fantastic Four got?
Based on that leak and every trailer that has confirmed that leak, I have very little hope for this movie, and it's probably going to not be great.
Talk us through the leak.
Yeah, what's the leak?
Yeah, what's the leak?
It's exactly. I'm Gary. You look like you had seen it too, right? That I don't want to spoil it for everybody. Essentially, there's a year gap, and Sue is very much the leader. It's all about getting baby Franklin. There's all the MacGuffins
Turns
and
girl
resetting.
boss. It turns girl boss.
Basically. It turns girl boss, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as you were talking,
Galactus. I mean, they've released some stuff that's basically just fully confirmed all the leaks now.
Yeah.
Like
So Galactus wants baby Franklin.
Galactus looks fucking awesome. That's what sucks about this. Galactus looks great.
That's how they get you, Gary. You gotta
stay
strong. That's how they do it.
Before I go, I think it's going to do the same. I think, and maybe I thought Superman would do better than Fantastic Four. That might be in question now. I don't know.
Really?
I think we'll walk into July. Better. July's going to decide the future of the superhero, and it will be diminishing returns. It will be they did at best okay. I mean, I'm going to find out next week. But I think I don't think there'll be a definitive answer, but it won't be superheroes are back, baby. We got a future. I don't think it's going to be that. Marvel fatigue, Pedro Pascal fatigue, Pedro Pascal fatigue.
About Pedro Pascal, like I probably also like him more than probably anyone on this panel, but I am sick to death of him, frankly. Like, I think
you're the one who likes him the most, and you fucking hate him.
Sick to death.
I'm tired of him because you know when you are leading a movie like the Fantastic Four, and you're the key character, and then you have a TV series come out, and you have a film, and then another film, and then another film, leading up to your big Marvel movie. People are sick to death of you already because you're taking up all the airspace. And so by the time we get Fantastic Four, we've got Pedro fatigue. And that's going to do as much damage to the film as the film is going to do to itself. Oh. And I don't know who approved that. But if I was in charge of the marketing or the studio, I'd be like, Pedro, sit your ass down. You're not going to do another film for at least another year so that we can get this one out the door without you.
I think this one is really important because it needs to set up Doomsday. And now there's talk of him leading the Avengers. What? Like,
I think the best description I ever got of Pedro Pascal is like he's a gay man's idea of what women find attractive. That's the best way I could describe it.
I'm not sure as much as it's considered Pedro fatigue is going to have any relevance to general audiences. I don't even know that the average person knows who he is.
I think it's that's perhaps the problem, isn't it? You need some kind of perhaps box office draw for this one, and he's not it. He's not a box office draw. I can't think of like any movie that he's been in that's been a major box office success, or like at least a movie he starred in. He's not well known to general audiences, but it's like he's a manufactured star. You know, he's something that the powers that be in Hollywood have decided is going to be the next big thing, but he doesn't have the star power or the charisma to actually justify it.
I think he's got better performances under his belt than a lot of the other people that fit that bill, the forced stars sort of thing, right? Like, because we've seen it over the years. Because it would have been it's Narcos and Game of Thrones that got him like the next tier of fame, right? And I've seen both of them now, and like, yeah, he's good in them. Like, obviously, Game of Thrones, like, he made Oberyn Martell a significant, awesome character immediately. And
yeah,
isn't the same, by the way. That was actually the one time in my fucking life that I'd read the source before seeing the adapted material because of how much I liked the show. And I remember that was one of the more intense moments with him in the mountain, right? Like in the book. And I was like, I hope they don't fuck this up in the show. And I was like, wow, they didn't fuck that up.
No, they actually went a little further. But
yeah, so but I was just gonna say, like, it probably would be, you know, if you were a family member, you probably would be like, you should be taking these roles, right? Like career wise, you probably should, especially because he's gonna run out of these offers relatively soon.
Yes,
he's like at the absolute maximum. Yeah, he can't be playing the main action star characters for much longer.
Just before we go on, I know Gary, you're out of time, man. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to you
for 2 more hours. But I'm sorry, I gotta go. Thanks for having me on. It was great talking to you. Thank you, chat. I'll be on one soon. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Gary, I'm gonna see you in LA in a couple of weeks. So
yes, yes, I will be seeing you. Can we say? I already said it yesterday. I blabbed it, but
yeah, fine.
We're going to a premiere for Sketch for Angel Studios. Like
yes, Gary.
Yeah. So Chris is going to be there too.
So better dust off the tuxedo. Oh boy!
I bought a suit because I don't own one, so I actually bought a suit for this and a tie. So we'll see how that goes. And Comic-Con's next week, and Fantastic Four, and well, I'll just tell you in the chat. I really shouldn't say out loud. Sorry.
Okay, I just want to see what you say.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you on Tuesday then.
Talk to you on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye dude. Have fun with that.
Yes, well, that was awesome. But yeah, you were talking there about Pedro Pascal, like as his in terms of his body of work and stuff. I think ultimately the thing that's just slightly frustrating about the dude is he's basically a solid mid supporting actor, but he's for some reason he's been elevated to like leading man status, and it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with him, and the roles that he's put into a lot of the time don't fit with his sensibilities as an actor. Like they are somehow trying to cast him as this like rugged, stoic, tough guy, and it doesn't work for him. Like his role in Gladiator, didn't buy it. It doesn't fit with his sensibilities as an actor.
Oh, but that's that masculinity they want, that feminine masculine that they keep trying to.
Yeah, and this
push.
is the thing. Like they now you get all these stupid articles saying like, "Oh, Pedro Pascal is redefining masculinity." It's like, no, he's not. Like, and I'm not saying that like every man has to. Yeah, every man doesn't have to be a fucking Giga Chad who wrestles bears and eats raw meat in his spare time. It's fine. You don't have to be like that, but don't try and pretend.
It'd be good to have a couple of those.
Yeah, but don't try and pretend to me that Pedro Pascal is masculine. He is not masculinity. He is the yin to masculinity's yang, and that's fine. It's okay.
It's all in the mustache too. They learned from Wonder Woman 84 that you can't shave him. If you shave him, it just completely takes any masculinity's got away.
How else could you go for a mustache ride? So yeah, he has to keep it.
The power is derived from the tash. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just. One that there's that, but there's also the fact that he's not really a box office draw, or he certainly hasn't proven himself to be yet. And so putting him in as the lead, because he's essentially the biggest name in the Fantastic Four.
He's super political, and he says all the things all the time.
In Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, that's where they shaved him.
Maxwell
that's
Lord.
what Robothead was talking about, and he looks like a completely different person without his tash.
Now played by Sean Gunn.
Well, you know, one thing that I actually do appreciate, whether they're succeeding all the way or not, whether it's with Pedro Pascal or David Cornsweet, like I appreciate the new run of movies that we're seeing where men are cast in a much more positive light, let's just say. Like whether you're bringing politics to it or not, whether there's politics in the script, I am appreciating that there are some movies out now that have strong male leads where the guys aren't just major dicks and awful human beings. And that's one reason I really loved to bring it back to Superman. But it's one reason I loved this Superman is he felt like a good man, like a man that we haven't seen a man in a while in such a strong role. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's supposed to make it a good movie or not, but good for you, James Gunn, for doing that. And I think they're trying to do that with Pedro Pascal as well. Perhaps not nearly as successfully, but kudos to them for at least trying to do that. I don't know how that got lost along the way.
There's a school of thought that people within the entertainment media complex have actually tried to sabotage this Superman movie because it's ultimately helmed by David Zaslav, who came in and inherited a DCU that was heading towards becoming the DCU. That was like what his predecessor Walter Hamada was trying to do, where Batman was going to get replaced by Batgirl, Superman was going to get replaced by Supergirl, and obviously you were going to retain Wonder Woman. So it was going to be basically headed by a trio of female characters, because that's what seemed to be in vogue at the time. And so he came in, took an absolute fucking wrecking ball to all of this, cancelled all of it. And they've been butthurt about it ever since. And they've been essentially trying to stir up controversy around this movie as a result of that, to almost try and sabotage it. So I totally take your point in that it's refreshingly non-preachy and non-political. I still don't think it's a great movie, but at the very least, it doesn't try and say that men are toxic, or that they need to be re-educated, or they need to be taken down a peg. It's not that kind of film. So at the very least, it's definitely got that going for it. And maybe we're seeing a shift generally within Hollywood where they're moving away from that kind of thing. I think Marvel, being under Disney, are probably going to take longer than everyone else. But Warner Brothers, who are strapped for cash and need to actually start making money, are probably going to be more responsive to that kind of thing. And so this is what you're seeing. Maybe we're going to see more of it, which is a great thing, you know, because I think we can all surmise that we're a little bit bored of guys who are either useless, effeminate pussies or obnoxious assholes who need to be taught a lesson, and, you know, invincible, infallible girl bosses.
I'm assuming that's why Mr. Terrific is resonating with people, is because he's just finally a strong black man that they did not make effeminate and or weird in any way. But the problem is Superman in his own movie did not have that energy. He's kind of a little beta-y. I just want to, you could be masculine and not toxic. There's a way.